He pulls out decent matches now.
Yep.
I can't rip on him as much. I don't like the character anymore.
No. Well, what are you going to do?
I'm never going to like the character. He's never going to
change, that's fine.
If he went back to being the white rapper with a little bit of attitude, I'd be all for him. But now that he's super babyface, he can go fuck himself. Yeah. I'll never like the character, but as a worker, he's becoming solid.
There we go.
And that's enough. That's as best you're going to get out of me.
A Super Nintendo Guerrero sighting.
Yeah.
And then an AJ sighting.
Yeah.
And then that awful 5-knuckle shuffle that she dropped on her where Vicky no-sold it all completely.
I gotta say, though, with AJ, and yes, she's 8. Or did we go lower?
It varies from week to week.
Okay. I'm gonna have to bring her up to 18 just because her doing that was adorable. Mm-hmm. I thought it was so cute. Looked horrible.
Yeah, well.
Looked like shit, but she was cute. Super Nintendo Guerrero, my God, get out of the ring.
Yep.
It would have been better if she did it on Ziggler, but,
so now we get to the inevitable AJ heel turn.
Which I saw coming
a
mile away.
It's okay. That's fine if we saw it coming.
Yeah.
It was still impressive to actually see her, push Cena over on the ladder.
I would give it to her, except I'm pretty sure if you rewatch that, which I did...
There's obviously more Cena tipping the ladder.
He moved it. You could see him going... left,
but it's still funny, her going,
yeah.
AJ, smash!
Exactly.
And then and then he hits the ropes. Ziggler sneaks in with a little super kick.
Yeah.
Then Ziggler wins his briefcase back. There's the pay-per-view. You made up for Survivor Series,
You really
guys.
did. Good job, folks.
Good job. The Shield, Aces.
Mm-hmm. Match of the night, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Kofi and Antonio getting their belts back.
Excellent.
Ziggler not losing the Money in the Bank briefcase to Cena.
Yeah.
And hopefully the end of Big Show Sheamus.
Hopefully, because I don't want to see it anymore.
And,
I really don't.
of course, Knees to Faces.
Which made me smile like you wouldn't believe.
And kind of makes me want to get that t-shirt.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you know what? You get Knees to Faces, I'll get Boots to Asses, and we'll just walk around.
Yeah, and then just, we'll go to, indie wrestling shows and watch them yell at us.
Yeah. Well, it's better than wearing a You Can't See Me t-shirt.
Yeah, I know,
Which a friend of ours actually did at an indie show.
ROH.
Yeah, I'm surprised he made it out alive.
They were offended.
Yes, they were.
We'll get to Raw.
Yes.
Slammies. The annual Slammies.
Oh, Jesus. Cluster fuck.
Hey, man.
Let me just go. Can I just say this right away?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that was legitimate voting.
Obviously not.
There's no fucking way.
No, obviously not.
And I'm kind of offended that they tried to tell us it was.
Yeah, well...
Because they hyped the fuck out of the app, man.
Well, they thought we're all idiots.
I guess.
You have to go to here, stupid, and hit the button.
I know. I fucking, when Booker T came out and started doing that, I was laughing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Well,
I didn't...
We've met some wrestling fans, and some of them are cavemen.
But I'm looking at my iPhone going, you know what, fuck you, I'm not voting.
Yeah, I know.
My vote's going to count anyways, asshole.
I know. I almost thought, I still haven't gotten the app, because I'm like, that's just too offensive to think I don't know how to get it.
What I think is that the minor categories were real votes.
No.
Some of them were real.
I'm sorry, no. It just, literally.
The first one, tell me I did not just see that award where Kofi won for the Royal Rumble thing. Awards like that were real.
Maybe.
Stuff like Superstar of the Year and all that crap.
No, there's no fucking way.
No, that's all manipulated.
That's all them, yeah.
That's all them.
But, I mean, aside from that one, well, you're right. Actually, I think you completely turned me around. All the major awards, I picked, right away.
Yeah, that's fine. Let that be fixed and whatever, because that'll further storylines. Mm-hmm. But keep the minor awards.
Yeah, the minor ones, you're right. Because, those were the only ones that I went, oh, really? So, and it only happened once or twice where I'm like, oh, really? The other one, the AJ, and I'm sure we'll get to the AJ Slammy Award, where the Best Kiss thing, but I'm going to mention it now. I haven't been watching.
Yeah.
She's a whore.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, John Cena, you're number 6, motherfucker. How do you not see this coming?
I'm 37? No.
Pretty much.
It's a joke for 5 people.
Yeah, there's about 5 people who got that, and I like you 5 people. You're cool. But it's so, that was so fucking
we'll get
retarded.
into it?
Yeah, we'll get, so, never mind.
Alright, so, in order, Ray versus Sandow. Ray beats Sandow.
Whatever.
The first award of the night, Booker T.
Yep.
Showing, I guess the tell me, did you see that word? The crazy one.
Sorry.
We'll just call it the winners, we'll forget the nominees.
Yeah.
The winner got the Kofi for that I forgot about that moment from last year's Royal Rumble.
I never saw it. That was the first Royal Rumble I have not seen in like
ever.
I think I know I've seen every other Royal Rumble.
Did you see it like afterwards or whatever?
That one, no, I have not. I still haven't seen it.
Okay,
We should
watch it before. The next one coming up.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
So I completely forgot about that moment. It was cool
to
see him handspring like that.
Yeah.
And I watched the match, so.
Like seeing it for the first time was like Kofi Kingston Royal Rumble. I'm like, oh, what happened? And I saw that. I was like, and it took me a second to be like. It was even better
than the Morrison one.
I bet.
When Morrison
I do remember that. Yeah. But my thing, I'm like, wait a minute. And it took me a second to realize, wait a minute, that is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because as long as your feet don't touch the ground, like it has always been, foot touch the ground. So that works. I'm like, holy shit, that was fucking impressive.
So while he was reading the nominees,
yes,
the Boogeyman came out.
Most pointless cameo ever, but I'm all for it.
It's why this is it. Apparently, what they're going to be doing the next little while is they're calling mid-level guys back.
I know.
To fill up the roster.
All I could say is for presenters for later on.
We might be seeing more of Boogeyman and
I like
people
Boogeyman.
of his ilk.
I fucking like the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman was such an 80s heel.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him a lot.
He was Papa Chungo for the new generation.
Oh God, yeah, no, and I'm all for that. The guy's working ability, whatever. His character sold it. Like I like that. It's so 80s. It hurts. I love it. It's so old school. Right. I'm all for it.
So. Match number 2, Caitlyn versus Eve. Caitlyn won.
Whatever.
Double guns.
Yeah, don't care.
Right on. Comeback of the year, obvious, Jerry Lawler, because he beat Death.
Yeah. Anyone who complains about that is like, you try beating Death and then see how you do.
He beat Death.
Mm-hmm. You can't say
much. That's why
much.
he's the king, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. Albert Tensai.
Now, this is something...
Poor son of a bitch.
This is something I want to address.
I blinked, and it was over, and Kofi beat him in the shorter than Divas match.
Yes. Now, the match, whatever. I am not talking about the match. There is something that JBL said that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get through without just breaking down, because...
In tears or laughter?
Tears.
Okay.
Because... he made a joke that it never occurred to me to make.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so disappointed in myself.
Oh, I see.
I don't know how it never occurred to me to say it. Excuse me, folks.
Can I have a moment?
He simply said the one thing that... I don't know how this never came to me. He called him Fat Albert.
Yeah.
How did I not think of this?
To be fair, he wasn't always really, really fat.
No, that's why I should have thought of it. Yeah. When I saw Albert Tensai, my first joke should have been, why is Fat Albert out here? And it wasn't.
And also, to be fair, he's been known as Tensai since he's come back, and Albert has been taken away.
Yeah, but I've always called him Albert. I was the one who started calling him Albert Tensai on this show.
It doesn't help that he is wearing red.
I know. Like, dude, take it from a dude like myself.
And I don't think it was JBL for that record. I think it was... Santino, that's credited with that joke.
Either way, one of them.
Either way, why didn't you think of the joke?
And like, and Albert Tensai. Let me make something clear. All right, I wouldn't really consider myself a fat man, but I do have a gut. I'm 30. You know, it happens, and I don't take very good care of myself. I always wear black, dude, for a reason. All right,
he used to wear black.
Yes, it's got the. I mean, it's the illusion, sure. But it works, man. You try wearing another color when you got the gut I do, you can see it. You wear black. It's slimming, man. It really is. It's not just a joke. But
either way,
Fat Albert, motherfucker.
It's gonna haunt you forever.
It is. I'm never gonna live this down. I have to come up with gold just so I can beat that.
Well, you got time. So Bear Kofi. Bear came out, knocked Kofi off the ropes. Bear Kofi feud's gonna happen.
Fair enough.
Right
I'm all for it.
Kiss of the year. AJ.
Whore.
Hey, she's like 7. You relax.
Oh no, I upped her to 18 after the adorableness of the 5-knuckle shuffle she did.
Fair enough.
So for now, she's 18.
For this
episode.
For this segment.
And then segment. Then she can go back to what she is.
Forget all the other kisses she laid on all those other dudes. The kiss she threw on Ziggler.
Jesus.
Like, hey, Jesus, this is a PG show. There's kids in the audience.
Yeah, like she was trying to lick his tonsils.
Yeah.
Like,
are you trying to check his back of his neck for something?
Yeah. I think she was trying to figure out what he had for lunch 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Like, she was going to town. Her tongue was down his throat. Mm-hmm. And when did this start happening on TV and wrestling where they actually tongue? You know, you could fake that, right? You don't need to actually do it.
They're method actors.
But my God,
method actors.
Her tongue was there, down his throat. Like, there was no mistaking that.
Hey man,
tongue.
if they kiss in the movies, they'll kiss on Raw.
Like, good Lord.
So, anyways,
yeah,
that happened. I guess they're together now. And
I guess
we'll learn more later.
Yeah,
we'll learn more later.
Whatever.
Kali versus Otunga.
Whatever.
Hiya! Kali wins.
Go to hell, Kali. And I will never say that to him in person because I can't yell loud enough for him to hear me.
And and you can run. He won't catch you.
No, he might, man. He takes one step and he's like 3 blocks away.
True.
That motherfucker is big.
Okay, Superstar of the Year.
Yeah.
They kind of gave it away. Because as they were throwing it to commercial, you saw like the names and the faces on screen. You heard, "Woo! Superstar of the Year."
Okay, I thought I imagined that.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
But they kept saying special guest, and then when they cut back, it was in fact Mr. Ric Flair.
Okay, I thought I fucking imagined that.
No.
Because a friend of mine who I'm guessing doesn't listen to my show doesn't realize that I'm actually watching Raw now. Mm-hmm. He used to he hadn't done it for a little while, so I thought he was listening. But he used to send me text message updates on what was going on when I wasn't watching Raw because he knew that I still gave a shit. And he literally started sending me texts of who was showing up. And he showed, I don't think he mentioned, like, Booker T or fucking...
Well, Booker T's GM, so
yeah. I don't think he mentioned basically Tommy Dreamer, he mentioned Ric Flair, and he mentioned Triple H.
Right.
So, I heard woos, but I'm just like, oh, that must be in my head, because I'm like, who else would they get? Mm-hmm. So I didn't think I was actually hearing it.
Yeah, you did.
Right? I really didn't think.
Ric Flair came out, credited Philly for having great women.
Well, that's Ric Flair.
That's Ric Flair.
What else is he gonna do?
He's got a zipper problem.
He does.
Superstar
Not a bad problem to have.
No. Superstar of the Year, John Cena. Total bullshit. After having like the worst year ever.
I know.
But whatever.
Did the motherfucker even get the title this year?
No.
I didn't
He
think
lost.
So.
He lost all year. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, CM Punk came out, cut another great promo on Cena, and then Cena disappeared, which is good.
Yeah.
Because then we got Ric Flair versus CM Punk.
Oh, that was so good.
And Ric Flair, you know what? I don't like him for what he did when he left WWE the way he did and then went to TNA.
Yeah.
But you know what? That was so cool
when
he was just like, you know what? You want to go, Punk? Let's go. And then he literally just took his suit off. He's like, let's go. I don't care if I'm like 95 billion.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick your ass,
I'm
kid.
11 and I'm going to kick your ass.
I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, it was great. And then,
And then CM Punk hit him.
Yep.
And then he hit him again. And then he had no crutches. Yep. And he's still on one leg. Did the strut and the slick back and the woo.
Yep.
And
it was great.
Amazing.
It was so good.
And Paul Heyman sold the fuck out of the figure 4.
He really did. It was funny.
It was a great segment.
The was.
Shield came down.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it when they were coming down and like JBL and Cole like, Rick got nothing to prove. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
What are you doing sitting in the ring? Get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair doesn't give a fuck. He's like, come on down, guys. I don't give a shit.
Well, that was the thing. Like, JBL, God, he's like the best commentator they got right now. He sells everything. Mm-hmm. And he sold the shit out of that. Just being like, get out of the fucking ring. He almost said fucking, I think, once. It was so good. Like, he got right into it, and that was awesome. Yeah.
It was a great segment.
Oh,
they almost put Flair to the table.
I know.
Ryback came out, Team Hell No. They got their heat back.
Yep.
They're putting Ric Flair on their shoulders.
Yep.
It was a cool segment.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Ric Flair's gonna. I don't think we're gonna see him too much.
No.
This might have been just a one-off.
Yeah, it was.
But it was good segment.
Yep.
Shield was solid.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, that's cool. The LOL moment.
Yes.
The Rock cutting promos, but forget the award and the winner.
Yeah.
Fucking Albert coming out with that thing on his head.
Yeah.
And just him, I don't even want to know what's going through his head going,
this is what I'm reduced to. Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing?
He's like, how many more paychecks am I going to get from this company?
Yeah.
He's got to know. He's got to know. But I guess his thought is, well, at least I'm on Raw. Twice, no less.
Yeah.
I guess that's got to be his thought. But I'm telling you, Albert, save your money, man. You out.
Yep.
You done. Although you can have a lucrative career in TNA.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Reach for the middle, Albert. Reach
That's right.
for the middle.
That's all that matters. They have money.
Rhodes beats Sin Cara.